back here with us at People's Television as we continue our live coverage of the U.S. presidential elections. A tight race between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. And now we go to our newsroom with Audrey Goriseta. Audrey?
Maraming salamat, Robert. Walang epekto ang resulta ng presidential election sa Estados Unidos sa pakikipagkalakalan ng Pilipinas sa nasabing bansa. Ito ang pagtaya ng mga malalaking grupo ng negosyante sa Pilipinas kaugnay ng eleksyon sa Amerika. May balitang hatid si George Bandola.
Mananatiling kaalyado ng Pilipinas ang Amerika sa larangan ng pagnenegosyo sino man ang manalo sa halalan ng pagka-presidente. Ayon kay dating Trade Envoy Ambassador Donald D. ng Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industries, malaki ang interes pa rin ng Pilipinas sa Amerika kahit pasabing lugmok pa rin ang ekonomiya nito kasabay ng Europa.
Sa amin sa ng negosyo, kami wala kami na-fault din naman yung relasyon natin, and we feel that kami nakakasigurado naman na hindi pa naman masyadong pagbabago. At yung relasyon ng dalawang bansa ay napakalapit naman at napakaganda na kahit sino po doon, hindi tayo ma-affectan masyado.
Sabi ni D, dapat lang na mas pagtunan ngayon ng Pilipinas kung paano may babalik ang nawalang industriya ng export ng bansa sa Amerika tulad ng ilang produkto.
Importante sa ating merkado na kahit anong sabihin mo, yung malaking merkado ng Amerika. So it's still our exports. And I hope not only in electronics, kahit nasa lower technology, bumalik na sana yung preferential nila sa ating garments, sa ating mga furniture. Yun kasi yung kailangan natin na pangladin dahil doon nagkakaroon ng mga mas maraming employment.
Inamin ni D na bahagyang naramdaman ng Pilipinas ang One America policy na tinangkang ipatupad ni Barack Obama noon. Ilang American companies nga ng business process outsourcing ang nagbantang umatras dahil dito.
Kahit anong gawin nila, kailangan nilang mag-outsource dahil mahal na masyado ang cost nila. So it's a cost, it is the cost that leads to outsourcing. Well, hindi naman legislate yan. So yes, President Obama tried to nagsalita siya na dapat hindi siya bibigyan ng insentibo sa mga kumpanya na nag-outsource. Pero kahit na hindi siya nagbigay, kailangan pa rin mag-outsource yung mga kumpanya dahil sabi ko na hindi competitive yung cost nila sa kanilang bansa.
Inaabangan na rin ang magiging resulta ng Obama-Romney battle. Para sa telebisyon ng Bayan, George Bandola.
Samantala, ano nga ba ang kahalagahan para sa bansang Pilipinas ng presidential election sa Estados Unidos? Ayon sa tala, halos 400,000 mga US citizen ang bumibisita sa bansa taon-taon upang magbigay ng mga serbisyo tulad ng Veterans Affairs, Social Security at Consular Operations kung saan nakapagtapos $300 milyong na benepisyo noong 2006. Mahalaga din ang trade at investment relation ng dalawang bansa. Ayon sa US Department of Commerce data, ang kalakalan ng Pilipinas at Amerika ay nagkakahalaga ng $17.3 billion. 16% ng imports ng Pilipinas ay mula sa Estados Unidos, habang 18% naman ang ine-export natin sa Amerika. Mahalaga din ang relasyon ng dalawang bansa pagdating sa seguridad. Ngayong taon, nagsagawa ng joint military exercises kung saan nagtungo dito ang halos 600 US military contingent para malalay ng non-combatant role sa pagitan ng US Navy SEALs at ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. Importante din ang relasyon ng Amerika at Pilipinas pagdating naman sa diplomatic missions. Ang Amerika ay may embahada sa Maynila at isang konsulado sa Cebu. Meron ding American Business Center na matatagpuan naman sa Makati City, habang ang Pilipinas naman ay may embahada sa Washington, D.C. Naitala ngayong taon na ang mga Pilipino na ang pangalawa sa pinakamalaking grupo ng Asyano na naninirahan sa Estados Unidos at binubuo ito 4 million Filipino-Americans. At yun po naman ang aming mga nakalap na balita at impormasyon. Balikan po natin si kasamang Robert.
Maraming salamat, Audrey Goriseta mula sa newsroom. Ayan, Sandro, Princess, malaking halaga nga talaga itong US presidential elections dito. Maraming nakatutok, hindi lang ang mga Amerikano, pati dito sa ating mga Pilipino sa Pilipinas at ibang mga reyon sa Asia at Europe. At malaki nga kanina binalita nga ni Audrey, yung economic gains na natatanggap natin na mula sa Amerika, 16% of imports.
Sa lahat kasi talaga yung buong mundo nanonood kasi alam naman natin na yung Amerika, sila yung may world's largest economy. So talagang yung magiging decision ng Amerika para sa boboto nila presidente, talagang malaking global impact talaga sa atin ito. Ngayon, balikan naman natin si Mike Cohen na nasa SM North EDSA. Magandang hapon sa iyo, Mike.
Magandang hapon, dito po ay nagsimula na yung kanilang program kanina sa tinig ng Lupang Hinirang at ngayon ay ang Star Spangled Banner. Pakinggan po natin ang bahagi nito.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free in the home of the brave.
And of course, at this point, Robert, the formal program is starting. The U.S. ambassador in a few moments is expected to make his comments to the crowd that's gathered here, and of course the millions of Filipinos and Filipino Americans who are watching on television, like with us. PTV. Remember that in the Philippines is the largest expatriate American community in Asia, with about 300,000 overall. And in fact, just as we were coming out here, you of course began to see the large crowd that's been set up all throughout the day. And as this event continues to move on today, we'd like to get some reactions from some of the officials, lalo po ng atin dito po sa Pilipinas, tulad ni League of Municipalities President Donato Marcos. Mayor po, kayo po, magandang umaga. While we listen of course to Ambassador Thomas, let's break away for that for just a moment.
Election Watch Party. We are very pleased to be here at SM North EDSA, and I want to thank SM for providing the space for this event, and our many sponsors who provided much of the food that our guests will enjoy today. Welcome, Mayor Bautista, our many distinguished guests, the many students who helped kick us off the event earlier in this morning. Also, everyone outside the mall, thank you for coming today. I really want to salute so many of my good friends who have come, especially the coach of Talk and Text, Norman Black. Congratulations on leading Ateneo to 5 straight victories. Wonderful, wonderful singer and my tutor on democracy here, Jim Paredes, and of course, my girlfriend, standing right there, Sister Sarah, who teaches me how to dance. She taught me how to Dougie. Please give Father Roy to my best sister. This is a very special day for the United States. It's a day that fills me with being an American. The momentous day that comes once every 4 years when we select a president. This is a great privilege that we share with the Philippines. A privilege that unfortunately that many people around the world do not have. The right to freely choose our leaders. That right has come at a high cost, paid by millions of Americans over the centuries who fought and died for that right. As you know, so many Filipinos fought and died for the right to elect your leaders also. As our great hero Nathan Hale said during the American Revolution, I only regret that I have only one life to live to give for my country. The same thing that President Aquino's father said when he spoke about the Filipino is worth dying for. It's the same thing. To have an unbreakable love for both of our countries. Today, that commitment to freedom continues. You all have demonstrated that with people power right here in EDSA during the Filipino Revolution. You wanted the opportunity and the power and privilege to vote, and you have that as we do in the United States. I think when everybody talks about the United States, they talk about military power or economic power. What is important, Senator Rasul, for you and me is the right to vote. That is what's important, that we have that right. So I very much hope you enjoy today, enjoy the activities, enjoy the food, enjoy taking the photos, looking at some of the famous American landmarks. And I understand we're going to give some great prizes away, like Avenger DVD. So please go to our interaction points where my embassy colleagues will be available to talk with you about the election. Please go over and meet them. They're anxious to talk to you, and some of them will be able to engage with you in Filipino, or as I did earlier today, in Chabacano, with some of my friends from Zamboanga, Holo, and Basilan. So have fun today. We'll come back in a couple of hours and see if we have a result, but you can see it's very, very close. This is going to go down to the wire. But what we will leave here is with a democracy. So mabuhay ang demokrasiya. Now, if you would please let me do this. My mom is in New York. She, like many, was affected by Hurricane Sandy. And we want to thank the people of the Philippines, the government of the Philippines, for your generous donation of over 10 million pesos. Those in America affected by Hurricane Sandy. But I would like to do what you do to me all the time, take a photo. So I'm going to take a few photos that I can send to my relatives so I can show them the pictures of the people who helped donate to Hurricane Sandy and who enjoy a democracy and the power to vote as they do. And I hope that Sister will show you how to, if not Dougie, at least Ganyam. Salamat. Maraming salamat.
Well, of course, we just heard Ambassador Harry Thomas. He just finished his speech talking about the shared love of democracy of both Filipinos and Americans, thanking, of course, SM and the different groups that are here and the companies that are here to be able to take part in today's event and sponsor it, as well as all the American companies that came out. And naturally, ang mga opisyal ng Quezon City na nandito tulad ni Mayor Bautista at ang iba pang mga leaders mula sa iba't ibang bahagi ng ating bansa. Tulad ng kanina, sinabihan natin si Mayor Marcos ang kasama natin, ang President ng League of Municipalities and the Cities. Ito ang largest league kasi lahat ng municipalities, mas maraming municipalities sa probinsya, mas maraming municipalities, cities, and so this is the grassroots. The only league bigger than yours, Mayor, is the barangay.
Magandang umaga, Mike. Good morning. Tama ka. Actually, this is the strongest lobbying group, the League of Municipalities of the Philippines. Sabi nga namin, we cannot just adapt to changes. We can also initiate changes. At hearing from the good ambassador, he really got me when he said that the relationship of the Philippines and the unbreakable. So we are looking forward of really strengthening these ties at so many interventions coming from them, especially from the localities, the municipalities, wherein we have so many developmental partners with the U.S.
So, kaya kami nanto, we have a great concern doon sa ating mother or inspiration ng demokrasya ng Pilipinas, which is US, di po ba? Yung binanggit niya na alam naman natin na napakarami mga Phil-Am at Amerikano na dito sa Pilipinas. Ano po yung among the municipalities, how do these American investors or Phil-Ams na nagre-retire dito sa atin, paano po yung impact nila sa mga bayan-bayan? Alam mo, malaking bagay din yung mga ganun kasi sila yung mga potential investors din sa bawat bayan-bayan, ano? Especially they are bringing with them dollars na talaga namang will augment the financial standing of the municipality that they will be get involved to. So, ibig sabihin nito, bukod pa doon sa mga developmental partners nga na sinabi ko kanina, there are so many like yung aming TV link, ano? They have too much concern to the poor people, ano? Kasi yung mga mahihirap natin sa Pilipinas, Mike, ano? Yung mga mahihiyain magpa-check up at tumingin. So yung ibang mga programa ng USAID to the United States of America, ano? Napakalaking hipo sa bawat pamahalaan dito sa ating bayan. At saka yung mga Pilipino natin nandoon, pag umuwi rito, talaga namang they influence yung paggalaw ng ekonomiya. Talagang malaking impluensya sila dito sa ating bayan din, ano? In a good way naman yung influence. Yeah, in a good way. Definitely, it's always in a good way. Kasi yung mga nagagaling natin mga kababayan sa Pilipinas, pagdating dito, developmental din Kasi they were abroad doon sa mahigpit na oras, they were abroad doon sa araw-araw where you have to work hard for your existence. Kasi dito sa ating bayan, marami, lalo na doon sa mga coastal municipalities na mahihirap na bayan, hand-to-mouth existence lamang So kailangan natin yung mga influensya of upbringing ng moralidad, upbringing ng kasipagan, upbringing ng magagandang values para lalong ma-inspire yung ating mga kababayan na magtrabaho. At with that, the people will be empowered sama-sama, collectively, para sa pag-unlad ng ating bayan at ng ating bansa. So itong partnership ng USAID, yung League of Municipalities, yung ibang mga league ng cities at provincia, malaki bang tulong yung embahada ng Estados Unidos? Nakakatulong ba sila dun sa mga USAID projects? Malaki. Napakalaking tulong, Mike. Kasi, Mike, katulad nung isa nila actually may municipality champion on that, the TV Patrol. Yung TV Patrol natin, which is a TV Link, USAID to, in-eradicate nito tuberculosis sa bayan ko with a very, very minimum per capita of 5 pesos and 50 centavos. Tapos, ang interventions nito, unang-una galing sa USAID, yung iba naman ay collectively, collaboratively, tumutulong ang DOH, tumutulong ang provincial government, tumutulong ang municipal government. So, sama-sama yan, pero ang nag-spearhead nito yung USAID at programa ng USAID, isipin mo na lamang na dati ang killer tuberculosis, unti-unti na nawawala sa bansang Pilipinas. It is one of the most effective programs na nakita kong talagang yung mga mahihirap nating mga kababayan ay natulungan ng USAID. Mike? We're looking at the situation here, of course, Robert, the different projections that are coming up. Later we'll be coming up with more results as more of the areas
Mike, just a quick
come out and
question.
declare. Yes, Robert.
Mike, yeah, could we get a reaction from Mayor Marcos? Will it matter whoever wins the race?
Sa tingin niyo pa ba, Mayor, tanong ni Robert Todd, di ba, aking anchor dyan sa studio, does it make a difference who wins, Romney or Obama, to the League of Municipalities, to Filipinos in general, or yung friendship ba ng Pilipinas at ng Estados Unidos ay parang set na? Palagay ko, ang sa amin, on our impression, is that dapat mas strengthen pa. Whoever wins, just we strengthen the allies with them at we are guaranteed naman and assured by the good ambassador na sinasabi niyang our relationship with them will be unbreakable. Ang lamang is looking forward to more strengthened relationships, more strengthened ties. And whoever wins, palagay ko, they will treat the Filipinos, because ang mga Pilipino ay participative at saka Pilipino naman ay karangalan din nila nandoon ng mga Amerikano na karangalan din nila nandoon mga Pilipino dahil masisipag naman at mga may integridad na tao mga Pilipino. Salamat po, Mayor. Robert?
Okay, Mike, could you just give us a glimpse of what the situation is like, the atmosphere? I could just imagine the anticipation of the people there waiting for the results to come in.
Well, the results are already in pretty much from the East Coast. We do know that the majority of the projections that have been seen are going mostly for President Obama. Obama. The large electoral vote state that has gone for Mitt Romney, it has been basically the area that is projected for him as well, which is Texas. But New York has been projected for President Obama. Many of the other swing states of Pennsylvania, New Hampshire have all been pretty much been staying in line with the American president. So at this point in time, it's still very too early to say, and these are only partial and unofficial exit poll based results, but that is the entire situation at this point. It seems to be exit polls and media projections, the five major networks basically are saying that currently President Obama is in the electoral vote lead. Robert?
Okay, I'll turn you over to Princess. She has a question for you.
Okay, Mike, no, aside from kay Mayor, no, have you spoken to other politicians or other very important persons to get their reactions?
We've been pretty much walking around here today. People are pretty much glued because alam mo, Princess, medyo maganda yung paghain ng mga produkto na galing sa Estados Unidos mula sa Department of Agriculture at ibang mga commercial attaches. Ang daming pagkain, ang daming medyo mahirapan ka maghila ng mga officials, to be honest with you. They're trying, they're sampling these American products which are given free to those invited guests here, and we will get some, and in fact we will have some already, but we'll probably play that for you in just a little while.
Okay, thank you very much, Mike. Mike Cohen's live at the SM North. Back to him later for more updates on the programs happening at his end. Okay, so the reactions regarding ito nga, yung effect of the US presidential elections, will it actually affect whoever wins? Mukhang hindi naman daw matatag naman daw ang
Kasi I think na-establish na yung ties between the US and the Philippines. Siyempre, lalo na tayo, we were a colony of the States for the longest time, diba? Talagang even our justice system was based on the American justice system, and talagang very close lang talaga yung relationship ng mga Filipinos tsaka yung mga Americans.
Okay, speaking din kay Robin kanina, because on her interview kanina ni Mike from the US Embassy, of course, nakita natin na ang Pilipinas talaga is showing their effort also, and of course not just to appreciate kung ano man ang meron sa US, but of course to see, kasi malaki na rin yung naging utang na loob ng Pilipinas sa United States. So I think kahit etong at least etong pamamalakad na ginawa ng Pilipinas, of course with the Filipino students and other youth who are around kasi parang Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao yung mock elections, yung voting, which is Visayas, they have Cebu, and then sa Mindanao, they have Cagayan de Oro City. At dito naman sa Luzon, nandyan sila sa SM North. Ayan.
Maganda nga yan. At kanina pinag-usapan natin yung the difference between the popular vote, yung individual votes as electoral vote. Magkaiba talaga. Ito nga, next year magkakaroon na tayo ng midterm elections. It's totally different. Kasi dito nga sa electoral vote, parang sa mga ibang states, sinasabi may mga naka-assigned na electoral votes. And kung manalo ang isang presidential vote doon, he wins everything. Hindi kinakount yung number. Basta kung nanalo ka, let's say 50 to 49, panalo ka talaga.
And then explain nga kanina na the number of electoral votes vary per state talaga. Kasi hindi siya like sa Philippines na popularity vote na pag sobrang dami ng votes mo dito sa area ito, panalo ka na. Sometimes it varies talaga. It depends on the elector of your state. Kasi alam ko there were incidents na some electors chose not to vote for the person that won in their state. Pero I think there are 27 states by the law to vote the popular vote of their state.
Okay, Sandra, we'll be right back for more updates on the U.S. presidential elections after the short break. Stay with us.